I did it! 444 days and more than 555,000 words and one wildly unexpected journey. Today, I'm celebrating a writing streak that I seriously doubted that I would actually achieve. 444 days of daily writing. And if you're into angel numbers, you'll know that 444 carries a powerful significance. Hi, I'm Fiona Morris of Philosophies. I'm a medical herbalist and intuitive guide and founder of Dive into the Unknown. And over the past 444 days, I've written daily through doubts, distractions, and moments of clarity. And today I want to share what I've learned, the role of community in this journey, and how this experience may be shaping my next steps. So before we dive in, let's talk about the significance of 444. In numerology and spiritual traditions, repeating numbers, also known as angel numbers, are considered signs of alignment and thought to carry messages of guidance. 444 is known as a number of stability, foundation, and persistence. It's a reminder that you're building something meaningful and that your dedication is paying off. It symbolizes protection, encouragement, and the idea that your efforts are supported by something greater than yourself, that your angels, guides, or the universe are supporting you and that you're on the right path. In numerology, 444 breaks down to 4 plus 4 plus 4 equaling 12. This then breaks down further to 1 plus 2 equaling 3. The number 3 links it to creativity, expression, and manifestation, while the number 4 itself is associated with stability, structure, and groundedness. Think of the 4 sides of a square, the 4 elements, the 4 seasons, or the 4 directions. Repeating 4s amplify this energy, making it a number of strong foundations. Perfect for a 444-day writing streak, which happens to land today at the time of recording on lucky number 7th of March, and the total of 3 plus 4. So how cosmic is that? In Chinese culture, the number 4 can have a dual meaning. While it sounds like death, which is considered unlucky, tripling it to 444 changes the energy to transformation and endurance. In tarot, the number 4 is connected to the major arcana card, the Emperor, and that symbolizes stability, discipline, and leadership. Many people see 444 as a sign that hard work is paying off and a confirmation that what you are building has lasting power. So how does this relate to my writing streak? I feel like I've built a strong foundation. 444 days of writing is more than just a streak. It's become a structure that grounds and supports my creative efforts moving forward. This milestone reflects my deep commitment to writing and reassures me that it's now time to trust and expand into my next steps. My writing is a stable force in my life now, and I can build upon it. On reflection, I realize how the inspiration I have followed with this fascination with repeating numbers has been woven throughout my journey, and not just through my latest writing milestone, but also in transformational group experiences that have shaped me. A few years ago, I joined a program called 333 Magic, now called Lightweb, and it's a journey that's guided by one of my business mentors, Joanna Hunter. At the time, it was a 3-week journey, and it took place on 3 days of the week. And even more magically, it happened to be at 3 a.m. in my time zone, as it was while I was out in Malaysia visiting family. So the time zone was not the most hospitable for me, but this was one of my first real experiments in consistency and discipline. So I would either stay up or wake up in the middle of the night to show up for something that I felt deeply called to. And It was an intense initiation into showing up for transformation, no matter the challenge. A few years after that, I felt inspired to join another 333 group. This time it was a women's circle designed to inspire connection with the elements and alignment with your dreams. And it was meant to last just a few weeks, but ended up stretching on for months. And we encouraged each other to be accountable to ourselves and each other, facing up to challenges and persisting through them together, moving through the ebbs and flows as a collective. After that came a journey called Blossom. This was another community that aimed to continue this work, but unlike my experience in the 333, this one fell apart a few weeks after joining. And yes, that was disappointing, but also a lesson that not all seeds sprout. Or sometimes they do sprout, but wither away or get devoured before they even get a chance to thrive. And that can feel like a sadness or a loss at the time, but that's part of the journey too. You win some and you lose some. A small group of us, undeterred, decided to create our own space, and we decided to call it the 444 Portal. We met regularly, brainstorming how to build a transformational container, and we created momentum, vision, and dedication. I cherish the time spent with my beautiful soul friends, exploring creative ways that we might go with it, and yet eventually this too dissolved. Not all projects take root in the way we might have hoped. And while it's easy to see that as a failure, I see it as training. Every attempt strengthened my ability to hold space, to co create, to learn what truly works and what doesn't. These experiences showed me the power of collective accountability, the magic that happens when people come together with a shared purpose. And even when things don't unfold as expected, they leave a powerful imprint, a lesson, a stepping stone towards the next creation. All of this training and many more experiences like these throughout my life, where I have grown through challenging times, I believed fueled my ability to now be celebrating 444 days of daily writing. Writing every day has been an anchor, an act of devotion to my creative voice. In the early days, it was often a chaotic brain dump, leaving me feeling more scattered than clear. And I have dabbled with journal prompts intermittently, but nothing really stuck until quite recently when I discovered Angela Perry's journaling group for women. And recently she introduced a journal bingo card, which was a playful yet structured approach to daily journaling, where we would um, intuitively choose which prompt we felt drawn to and create lines and celebrate when we'd completed them. So I found it a lot of fun. But I also discovered that I was the only one really properly engaging with it, and that sometimes felt awkward. But I did it anyway, and it felt like a game changer. So I approach my writing now with more intention and use prompts to guide my reflections, which feels a lot more illuminating and productive. My journey wasn't just about writing, it was also pushing my edges with showing up more visibly. Angela, over this time, was doing her own daily video visibility challenge, and that inspired me. And when my friend Eva Raposa proposed a month-long video accountability challenge, I spontaneously took the leap. This is what inspired me to do my Snowdrop Visibility Challenge of showing up daily on YouTube and Substack throughout the month of February. You can check out the playlist on my channel if you're curious to see how that went. Again, I appeared to be the only one crazy enough to commit to posting daily, and although there were days I doubted my sanity, I made myself do it. Just like with my daily writing habit, which provided my foundation and preparation for that, managing to stay consistent proved to me that I could show up even when it was uncomfortable. although there were many times throughout that period that I might have just given up, an enthusiastic comment here or a gentle cheering on there really did keep me going. One day I pulled an oracle card from the Daily Light Oracle created by the lovely Joanna Hunter of Lightwebs fame, and it said to me, "My light is powerful beyond measure, and I can do anything I set my mind to." So this really gave me a boost to gaze upon that card sat on my desk in those moments when self-doubt and the desire to simply shrink down and hide would set in. I want to share with you that I have always wanted to write a book, and it's something that I've dreamed of since I was small, and that I would become an author by the time I was 40. I seem to remember that it was also to be an anonymous author, and I have since released that limitation. However, I am now well into my 40s, and so far, no book published. But with all this groundwork, could it be time to make that dream a reality? Everything I've done, writing daily, embracing accountability, experimenting with consistency, it all feels like training for that next step. I joined Substack and Medium about 2 years ago now, and until recently, I only posted fairly intermittently, something like every 4 to 8 weeks, and the old hang ups, excuses, and ego stories clearly still had their grip on me. But after recently completing this video challenge, I feel like I've proved to myself that I can do this, and I now know that I have the power to write a book when I choose to set my mind to it. Sometimes in nature, a tree needs pruning to grow stronger, and I feel like these past few years have been a pruning phase for me. With the right guidance, support, and aligned action, I know I can bring this vision to life. And I created Dive into the Unknown as a community where we embrace both success and failure as part of the creative process. It's an amalgamation of all my experiences in transformational groups so far and distilled into a supportive container for soul-led creators and business owners. So I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever committed to a daily creative practice? If so, what was your experience like? Or is there something creative you've always wanted to do but haven't yet? Do you have a dream project that you're ready to commit to? Drop a comment below and let's continue the conversation. Could it be that you're ready to surround yourself with a dream team to share the journey with you as you bring it into reality? If you are feeling the pull to take inspired action with accountability, connection, and a supportive space to nurture your creative dreams, let's do this together. Thank you so much for tuning in today and celebrating with me my 444 days of daily writing milestone. I'll see you again very soon.